Let's play for a while.
Destined for oblivion.
I failed.
If it weren't for you, that kid would have had me and Blade in the shackling prison in no time. Of course, Sam and Silverwolf would have broken us out, but Blady would have been gravely injured, and our relationship with the Cienjo would have been damaged beyond repair. If possible, I'd like to avoid that kind of future at all costs.
Can I leave now?
Yes, the Mara in you is temporarily suppressed. So long as you avoid overstimulation and familiar faces, you shouldn't have a problem. Wait, you're not leaving?
I am sorry, Kafka. There is a person to whom I am greatly indebted. I must see them.
Then it's in your hands. Elio didn't say anything about what happens next. Thank you for coming to my aid. I appreciate it. Our paths will cross again.
I remember you. You once followed Kafka, didn't you? There was a time when she was on a mission. You were next to her. I remember. I've yet to see anyone follow her for as long as you did, and live to tell the tale. Every Stellaron hunter has a deal with Elio. I do not know the nature of those deals, but I do know that Kafka and I agreed to take orders from Elio. She must have sought something extraordinary. Everything she does comes at a great cost. She will have done many things to keep you alive until now, young one.
Stream forth, the gleam of old days. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
I am crucible to the furnace.
forth the gleam of old blades.
Prescience Ultimus. The Matrix offers a glimpse into the path.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
The Matrix offers a glimpse into the path set up. Heave ho! Heave ho! Huh? Trailblazer, do you need help with something? Pom-Pom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters. What? Don't scare Pom-Pom like that! Why are there always strange things sneaking onto our train? Pom-Pom is going to upgrade the security level around here. What does the letter say? It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Don Hong have any friends on the Law Fu? If Pom-Pom remembers correctly, he said he was exiled from there, right?
Unlikely. If the general sent the letter, he would have signed it.
Why don't you show Don Hong the letter? You know where to find him.
You're here! This is my first time outside of Penacony. Wow, it's so awesome! I imagined the cosmos in my head, but actually seeing it with my own eyes is truly mesmerizing. When I shut my eyes, I get this feeling that I'm among the stars. But I really want to travel through the cosmos with you all. Whoa, thank you! Well, once Grandpa returns, perhaps I'll get the chance to join you on adventures to far-off worlds. Actually, I often dream of a train traveling through the cosmos with brilliant stars whizzing by. I'd always be glued to the window, gazing outside. I dreamed I'd never leave, but once I woke up, it would all be gone. But I can't believe I finally got to come on board the Astral Express. It almost feels like home.
What is it? Do you need something? There's no signature, and it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember. Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them. The handwriting does seem like that of a swordmaster, but Blade would have gotten straight to the point. It's an invitation, all right, but this is too mysterious to be him. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care. Just as I thought, there was more than met the eye. Letting her leave first was a wise choice. I can't put her in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight. I need to ask Jin Yuan about the Stellaron hunters.
The moon shines on the truth.
After all this time away from the Lafu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Don Hung.
Greetings. I need to speak to the general about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100-year salary if they like.
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I'm here to ask the general about the Stellaron hunters.
You came at a bad time. The general is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Don Hung, do you recognize the person on the steps?
No. If the general isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Lafu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the general's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Lafu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in. Her surrender came with one condition, that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Lafu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime, Don Hung? When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth and detained you in the shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world, but then I returned to the Lawfu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
The life of Imbibitor Lunae ended. I stand before you, a completely different person.
I understand. The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are a nameless, traveling across the galaxy. But can anyone really bid farewell to their past? If my guess is correct, the preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth and turned you into what you are now.
You're not here to reminisce on old times. Tell me why you're here.
You didn't hear? That Vidyadhara girl explained it clear as day. I returned to the Lawfu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes? I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Lawfu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling. I can't seem to piece together your motive.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Lawfu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone? Or must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the 10 Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Law Fu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the General. The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life. Accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia, Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Hung, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Hung. I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard. Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry about the two of us.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed, her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few star skiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer. She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
See? The Starskiff is complete.
After being away from the Lawfu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baihung in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. In Bybiter Lune, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
I can't remember anything.
Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Baihung, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay. For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in Bybiter Lune. You couldn't accept that Baihung was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone. There is no need to respond, Bybiter Lune. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this Starskiff. Baihung, I've brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him. though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky. Let's go. The Artisanship Commission is next. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Cienjo's incompetence.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages. I'm not asking you to point.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lunae. We have all the time in the world.
Something's not right. Don't think about running.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
This spear still recognizes you as its master.
Soon to be departed.
Imbibitor Lunae, do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Later moonlight.
easy this time.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Feeling spiffy?
All will be revealed in the lunar flame.
Nap time.
That's half the work. Still waters of oblivion.
Let's play for a while.
Free will, or was it fate?
Let's play. And you find the answer.
Blade of moonlight.
I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy?
Naughty child. That's better.
Just enough for oblivion.
Secret of a saint.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Let's play for a while.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Later, moonlight.
Immortality.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lunay's. Combat is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember? Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
This spear is sharp enough to pierce dragon scales. Be careful, High Elder, lest you hurt yourself with it.
Yingxing.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword, but he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature, But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the master craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He transformed into a long-life species?
Correct. Such are the twists of destiny. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibiter Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the Abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the Abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshe dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshe's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan. The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
What a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. But who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look. Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Danheng, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she...
There's no cure.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core esse and her veins. I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Today's her last day on the Luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go? I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Tanhung, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
No. No trouble at all.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. It's around here. Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away! There's an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path. Soon to be departed.
So this is why your hands are so cold! Feeling spiffy?
Nap time. Free will, or was it fate?
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame. waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Let's play. Can you find the answer? Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Destined for oblivion.
That's better. Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. Again.
Nap time.
Still waters of oblivion.
Time for a shot.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it. There's no power like team power. Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Destined for oblivion.
Naughty child. That's better. I'll go easy this time.
Another journey begins.
Time for a shot. Feeling spiffy?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
That'll take more than medicine. There's no power like team power.
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
Nap time. Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. How familiar.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy? Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Destined for oblivion.
Naughty child. That's better.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
I'll go easy this time.
Another journey begins.
Feeling spiffy? Time for a shot. There's no power like team power.
Free will, or was it fate?
Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Let's play for a while.
Another journey begins.
Let's play hide it. Can you find the answer?
Still waters of oblivion.
better.
I'll go easy this time. Feels spiffy?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
All right, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Law Fu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment, and the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood, though from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine. Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend. take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye. A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, Your next stop will be the Yuche. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-like reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist, but this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due. I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator. He did. But you still owe me the attempt. I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered. You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings. Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days could flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky. A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away. Like when we drink to drown our sorrows.
Imbibiter Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
I haven't decided how I should confront all this, but I think I will continue my travels.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibiter Lunae.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another. Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth. Yes, it has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did? Goodbye for now, Dan Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it. We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose. Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Whaletide Spring is in
Inside
season.
the pilot house came the general's battle cry.
Everything okay? Huh? Why is D-Ting talking to you? I've always been nice to cute little animals. Of course I understand. All cute things in the world share a special connection after all. The first time we met D-Ting was during the Kafka hunt. I could tell there was a mysterious connection between us. Whenever he barked, I understood what he wanted to say. For example, woof woof, woof 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 woof. Meaning, hello dear, I found a strange thing at the port of Cloudford. You may want to come and have a look for yourself. D-Ting can convey a lot of information with only a few sounds. So what did D-Ting find at the port? Come on, let's go check it out. Little D-Ting says he's been dutifully searching for clues all over the Xianzhou. He notified us as soon as he found something strange. So what does he want us to take a look at?
Xiang, retainer to General Jing Yuan. I'm in active pursuit of a fugitive. The situation is unpredictable and developing rapidly, so I planted this Jade Tracer to record my whereabouts, in case I lose contact. If anyone finds this tracer, please take it to the seat of Divine Foresight, so the Cloud Knights have the necessary intel to act swiftly.
Ah, so it's a recording device. Diching must have heard its signal and called us over here to investigate. He looks about 8 or 9 years old, and he's already the General's retainer? The Xianzhou really does have some child prodigies, huh? Given everything that's been happening on the Xianzhou recently, I reckon the only fugitive worthy of a retainer's attention would be a Stellaron hunter. I wonder how he's getting along.
Blade tracking entry. Traces run cold at Starskiff Haven. I'll have to ask the Cloud Knights in the area if they saw anything. Captain, could you spare a moment?
Yanqing? Why are you all the way out here on the front lines? Shouldn't you be back at the seat of Divine Foresight?
The General already has a lot on his plate. As his retainer, it's my duty to share the burden. Nothing new to report, I assume?
Correct. After this Blade escaped from the shackling prison, he disappeared into thin air. I wonder if he's even still on the ship.
Or perhaps he had no intention of escaping in the first place.
What foul demons found their way across the stars to wreak havoc on the Luofu?
That's why I'm here, to help the General eliminate those demons.
Is that so? I didn't receive any orders from the General.
This is a covert operation.
Then shall we dispatch a few knights for this operation of yours?
I appreciate the gesture, but the fewer people who know about a covert operation, the better. Making a big show of it will only scare the snake deeper into the grass. A good hunter must operate alone. Dispatch a few knights. How incapable does he think I am? I might be young now, but just you wait. If the Psycrane hadn't been damaged, we could have extracted some footage. That's no longer an option. The perimeter is well guarded, but there are no traces of the fugitive passing through. It seems he has no intention of leaving the Luofu for the time being. The Master Diviner is always boasting about her foresight. Didn't manage to foresee this disaster, did she?
The Skyfaring Commission really made a mess of this. Who knows if we'll ever find all these missing ships? Starskiffs are blocked from entering or exiting. There's no way the fugitive got through. But if he fled toward the interior of the ship, it'll be hard to track him down over such a vast area. A fugitive would still have to rely on starskiffs to travel between different delves. If we start by investigating the starskiff he stole, maybe we can get a lead. Guess it's back to the docks again. Bad writing, terrible pacing. No, wait! What was I supposed to be doing again? Focus, Yanqiang. You can't let novels distract from your duty to the General. Especially not ones as crummy as this. Looks like the influence of the Stellaron spirits is growing. Shift the balance.
The times are changed. Heaven's surge.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Naughty child, nap time.
Playing dead? What a childish trick.
Heaven's surge. Rise!
What's this? This kind of wound is not the work of a Cloud Knight. The best prey is one that leaves traces. Here, Duting, let's follow the scent. Civilians are still getting attacked? Where are the Cloud Knights? Hey, don't panic! I'll get you out of there! Time for swordplay!
Heaven's surge. Break!
How many can you block?
I sent a storm. Heavens, rise!
Time for swordplay.
Huh? They were on their feet a second ago.
Thank you for your assistance, young man.
Just doing my job. The port has been sealed off. Why are you here alone?
I came with a merchant ship. The shadows of old friends have returned to my thoughts of late. I came to reunite with them and relive old times. Who would have imagined the Luofu could become such a dangerous place?
You chose a bad time to visit, I'm afraid. There's been an incident. It won't take long for the General to fix it, though. This place isn't safe. We should head to the nearest Cloud Knight garrison. By the way, did you see a man with long hair and black clothes around here? You can't see? Apologies. I thought... My name is Yun Qing. I'm registered with the Cloud Knights. And your name is?
Jing Liu.
Nice to meet you. Miss Jing Liu? Allow me to lead the way. We might have to take a bit of a detour, but I promise to get you to the Cloud Knight safely.
Where exactly are we headed, young man?
To the docks. Don't worry, you'll be safe. So, are you from one of the other Xianzhou ships? The Yaoqiang? The Fanghu?
I'm from the Xiangcheng.
The Songcheng? There's a ship called the Songcheng? Why haven't I heard of it? Miss Jing Liu, how long has it been since you last set foot on the Luofu?
Are you always this talkative?
Just making conversation. I wanted you to know I was still here. Let's get going, miss. Careful. Take your time.
Where do we go from here?
Shh, quiet. We've got trouble to deal with first. Wait here a moment, miss. I'll be right back.
Was that
Who are you and what are you doing here?
You've come at the perfect time, little one. You can use your blood to irrigate the celestial traces.
Little one? This little one is about to teach you a big lesson. Where did these guys come from? Huh, the General was right. There's a threat lurking on the Xianzhou itself.
You are quite the swordmaster, young man.
You saw that?
I heard it. A sword whistles through the air and rings out upon contacting the enemy. Whilst invisible to the eye, such signals reveal the quality of one's swordplay. As a musician listens to the notes of a song, so a poet listens to its rhyme. And in the flow of combat, a skilled swordmaster delivers both with their blade. I'll wager the Cloud Knight's capable of wielding 6 flying swords at a time. Number few, indeed.
Thanks, miss.
However, your zealousness inhibits your ability to hide your line of attack.
Huh?
Which causes your sword's song to become somewhat mumbled at the end.
I guess the connection between music and swordplay is real after all. The general told me something similar. He said my swordplay was too proud and angular. He said it lacked the maturity required to win the title of Sword Champion.
Sword Champion. If I recall correctly, that title is bestowed on one who reaches the pinnacle of swordsmanship in the Cloud Knights. But that was a long time ago.
Right! Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the title of Sword Champion has gone unclaimed. But once everything settles down and the combat art ceremony returns, it's a title I'm determined to win.
The Cloud Knights have many martial arts traditions. Who was it that instructed you in swordplay, young man?
I see you're no stranger to the art. I won't keep you in suspense. My master is none other than General Jing Yuan of the Luofu.
General.
I know you haven't visited for a long time, but surely you've heard of General Jing Yuan. He says he has no affinity with the sword, that his skills are getting rusty. Well, if that's true, I never noticed from his training. All right, the coast is clear. Let's keep moving. The Starskiff voyage log can be accessed through the dock navigator array. Active Starskiff. There! This one goes past the Divination Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Well, my work here is finished. Now to make sure you get to a safe destination.
Given the present circumstances, the Cloud Knight garrison probably isn't a safe destination. Wouldn't you say?
Correct. So we're not going there. I'm taking you to the shackling prison. Safe, well-guarded, plenty of food, and a place to sleep.
Young man, if you wish to apprehend someone, shouldn't you have a reason?
Suspicious behavior and half-truths. Those alone are reason enough. You think you can fool me just because I'm a child? A sealed-off port with a stranded passenger? Unlikely. Not to mention you walking the whole way here without so much as a stumble. You can see as well as I can. The biggest giveaway was your comment about my swordplay. Correctly guessing the number of swords from the sound alone? You'd have to be more than human. You're not blind at all, are you?
I never claimed to be. You came up with that yourself. Fear not, young man. I hold no grievance against you, and have never held ill intent towards the Cienjo. The black veil covering my eyes is merely proof of my resolve to never look back, to never fall again into Mara and destruction. I came here to catch one person. It's quite fortunate that our paths have crossed.
The one you're looking for. Is it Blade?
He goes by Blade nowadays. A fitting name for someone who dedicated his mind and body to the ways of the sword. Take me to him, young man. You are no match for me, and therefore, no match for Blade either. Let me accompany you. There is no need to throw your life away.
We've not even drawn swords yet, and you declare yourself the winner? Let me offer you a word of advice. Don't underestimate me.
I was hoping to avoid a conflict with the Cloud Knights. How about this? Let's have ourselves a little contest. We can use the abominations that have infested the Luofu as target practice, and see whose sword can slay more and slay faster.
And if I win?
Then I will obediently follow you to the Shackling prison and receive whatever judgment awaits me there. Don't worry, I'll keep my end of the bargain. But if I win, you have to share Blade's whereabouts with me. Fair enough?
A Cloud Knight never gambles with official business. But in any case, you won't beat me.
I admire your confidence. But what was it you said earlier about declaring a winner before swords were drawn? It would seem we've cleared every abomination from the area. Let's find another location and continue our contest. May the best swordmaster win. This place is brimming with Mara, the perfect environment for honing one's skills. Surely slaying abominations doesn't count as gambling with official business?
How do we tell who's won?
We go from here to the end of the path without leaving a speck of abomination behind us. The first one to the end wins.
Deal.
Lead the way.
What if you're just using this as a chance to escape?
Jing Yuan trained you, all right.
Was that the wind? I know!
Show me what you got! Swords descend!
Rise!
Where did she go? I didn't even see you overtake me.
Too slow, young man.
How is that possible?
What kept you this time? You'll need to work harder. Otherwise, you won't even catch me in a star skiff. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. A long time has passed since I wielded this sword. The heat of combat nearly cast me into the darkness. Come, young man. I'll let you finish up. I'll let you make 3 moves. Draw your sword. Don't you know it's rude to keep an elder waiting? hesitant, weak. What happened to that confidence of yours? My turn. Once you draw your sword, you must strike down your adversary in one blow without turning back.
Enough! Blade in flight! Swords descend! Strike with heart!
Your final move was the only one that didn't disappoint.
I lost?
Our contest has not yet come to a conclusion. For I have yet to make my final move, and the field has no opponent. Unsheathing this sword without merit is to blaspheme the divine will of the Rainbow Arbiter and invite calamity.
You...
Even with your strength, if you were to cross paths with Blade, it would mean death for you. I can give you a more dignified end than dying at his hands. To die as a swordmaster, having witnessed the perfection of my technique, refined 1,000 times over. What say you to that, young man? You have courage.
I deflected it?
I'll take those records you found. Thank you, young man. That move was a token of my appreciation. We were fated to meet this day, and in days to come.
This mysterious woman also wants to find the whereabouts of Blade. No matter what she wants to do with the fugitive, she must not be allowed to get to him first. I have to pick up the pace. No matter what she wants to do with the fugitive, she must not be allowed to get to him first. I have to pick up the pace.
And that's the end? There's nothing else in the operations log? That Jing Liu seems pretty dangerous. The Stellaron crisis sure has attracted a lot of strange people to the Law Fu. Shouldn't we hand this over to Qing Yuan as soon as possible?
haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
What is your purpose for entering this?
Without a doubt. This Jade Tracer belongs to Yangxing. I can't thank you enough. You already accessed the recordings?
She accidentally pressed a button.
No harm done. She was my mentor and my superior when I was a member of the Cloud Knights. However, she left the Xianzhou a long time ago. If you see her, be sure to keep your distance and notify me immediately. He took on the charge of pursuing a major criminal. It is not my place to impede him for fear of his well-being. That is the nature of the Cloud Knights and their duty. I do have confidence in him, though. Forgive me, but I cannot disclose this information. Thank you again for your help, friends from the Express. The situation remains unpredictable, so take care. I hope to be able to drink and talk freely with you once again, when everything is settled.
I heard you're not a bad fighter. Can you teach me some moves? Do let me know if you come across any.
Lady Bailu, I told you to follow my plan. Draw attention when you use your powers, and we still have to take care of the matter at hand.
I was only tending to the sick. Besides, you weren't even here just now. Where did you go?
You know full well about my situation, Lady Bailu. If there are people from the Ten Lords Commission present in the plaza, then... Who are you? You're not a Ten Lord Spiritfarer. Why are you trying to frighten people?
I only left the Alchemy Commission for an official medical visit. There's nothing more to it, okay? The nurse here can vouch for me.
Easy, Lady Bailu. She's clearly not from the Alchemy Commission either.
Then don't scare me like that. Huh. Wait a minute. I've seen you before. In the plaza, I was surrounded by all those Mara-struck. You rescued me, right? It was you! You came just in time! Bancia, you said you don't know the way from here, right? This girl's no pushover. She'll be able to help.
No, Lady Bailu. I don't trust her. Please leave us. Tell the Realm Keeping Commission that Lady Bailu is in the Alchemy Commission's care, and not to meddle in other people's affairs.
You two, stop arguing! I think there's someone from the Alchemy Commission over there. You, help us hide first. We'll talk later.
You'd be a tool.
Need your extractor cleaned?
Lady Bailu, this way.
Coming! Help us get rid of him, please! We'll have plenty of time to talk later.
I'll ask first and then decide what to do.
I don't believe in ghosts.
You there! Excuse me. I want to ask you something. You're not the only one. Can you at least hear me out first? Have you seen a woman wearing an Alchemy Commission uniform? She was about the same height as you. I think she was heading towards the jetty. We walk the same path, but it would seem she's hiding from me. Very well, thank you. I'll head over to the jetty. The opposite direction? It can't be. I just came from that direction. Are you covering for her? You know something, all right. I have a few more questions for you.
Dragon, rise. World cleansing dragon.
You're spiffy?
Nap time. oblivion.
Feeling spiffy?
Nap time.
There's more to this alchemy commission doctor than meets the eye. I wonder if I can glean more clues from him. That's an alchemy commission doctor's uniform, all right. Dahao did say there was suspicion surrounding the alchemy commission. I'd better take this. I'd better take this. I'd better take this. I'd better take this. Or maybe that's not necessary.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile in the pool.
Nobody home! Dealt with? Does that mean we're safe now? We're coming out! What happened? That man wanted to catch me and take me back to the Alchemy Commission, right? I knew it! See, I told you this girl was trustworthy.
Thank you for helping us. But I'm worried you being here could just complicate matters further. Please leave us be.
Huh? Why were they looking for Miss Bancia? That can't be right. They must have been looking for me.
How is that possible?
How can I prove the doctor from the Alchemy Commission was looking for Bancia? Wait a minute. I'll keep looking. Here's the proof.
This letter.
Wait, I've heard of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Aren't they those crazy followers that worship the Mara Struck and the Plague's author? But Bancia's nothing like them. She wanted me to treat the Mara Struck.
Lady Bailu, you promised you wouldn't tell anyone about that.
Wanted her to treat the Mara Struck? Suspicious. Could she be a disciple of Sanctus Medicus? I wonder if I have any evidence. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is a prescription from the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Bailu, can you take a look?
The handwriting on this prescription is exactly the same as the one you gave to me. Bancia, are you really from the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Huh? You're a liar! A great big liar!
I'm sorry, Lady Bailu. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, and that doctor from the Alchemy Commission was sent to catch me. But I never meant to harm Lady Bailu. On the contrary, by taking her away from that place, I was protecting her. I made a deal with Lady Bailu before we escaped. We have an urgent task to complete. Please, don't take her away.
I should ask Bailu what she thinks about all this first.
I'm sorry I wasn't honest with Lady Bailu, but I had no other choice. I asked her to save my beloved. In return, I helped her escape from the Alchemy Commission. I broke many of the Vidyadhara's laws, and the Alchemy Commission is bound to punish me. But I just can't let my beloved die. I don't have much time left, but go ahead. I thought we would be fine after we escaped. I didn't know those people would come after us. I just couldn't find a way to tell her I was a disciple and about all the things I experienced there.
You've been nice to me, but you shouldn't have kept me in the dark. I hate when grown-ups hide secrets and only tell you half the story. Whew, it's such a headache.
His name is Leamu. He's a short-life species that requested an elixir. I used to think that the suffering of short-life species was nothing. But my heart... my heart ached when I saw him in such pain. It's something I never expected to experience in my lifetime. Falling in love with a short-life species. Such a bittersweet feeling. That's when I thought of Lady Bailu, the dragon lady that can heal mortals through tears alone. But it would take 30 years for her to treat all those in need. I had no choice but to come up with this plan. Please, please forgive me. I'm already showing symptoms of the Mara struck. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus regard the Mara struck as saints. They take all kinds of strange medicines to speed up the process. I was no exception. But since I met Leamu, I realized that these saints are horrible creatures. Even if I were to become immortal, to not recognize him, to forget him, or become something that he doesn't recognize. That's why I stopped taking the medicines and escaped. Thanks to the Dragon Lady, I made it here safely. I can't let the disciples of Sanctus Medicus or the Ten Lords Commission find us. We need to find a way to get to Cloudford without drawing their attention.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile.
I'm Guang Da, an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If you have an urgent issue, please go to the Chancery. Huh? Aren't you the healer lady?
Shh.
If it's official business you're here about, you'll need to go to the Chancery. Da Hao and Song Yan should be there. I'm just an orderly. As for anything concerning the Dragon Lady, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. Hey, would you keep it down? You've got it wrong. That's not my ship, it's my friend's. My friend has a Starskiff travel permit and can help you leave quickly. I'm not the one who owns the ship.
Just cut to the chase. Can we take the ship or not?
Yes, you can, but please keep it down. I can take you there if the price is right. I mean, my friend can take you there. So, relax, How about it? Shall we set off?
I must see him.
Bansia, your symptoms are getting worse. I have some soothing tonic in my gourd. Would you like some before we set off?
Thanks, Lady Bailu. But we can't delay any longer. I told Leonmu to hide in a Cloudford shipping container. I couldn't let the disciples of Sanctus Medicus find him. Because I promised Leonmu I'd bring him an elixir of immortality. To make him one of the people of the Xianzhou like me.
You know that's one of the Shencho's 10 unpardonable sins, right?
Yes. But I knew nothing about the treachery of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus back then. I only knew that people in the Alchemy Commission were involved in ancient clandestine medicines. But I was wrong. It wasn't a blessing of immortality. Not even a poor imitation.
They were turning humans into monsters, weren't they?
Short-life species are expendable to those maniacs. They use them in experiments to develop their medicines. I don't have much time left. And I only have one solution left. That's right. Lady Bailu, you still remember our deal, right?
You help me escape the Alchemy Commission, I save your sweetheart.
Thank you, Lady Bailu. The place we arranged to meet up is ahead. Let's go. I can't forget. I must get there.
This is bad. She's starting to lose touch with reality. The soothing tonic might not work anymore. This calls for shock treatment.
How can that be? Where is he? We agreed to meet here. My head. How can that be?
Let her rest here for a while. I'll think of something. Try not to move, Banzia.
But he's not here. We still need to find him.
Nurse, get a hold of yourself. Doctor's orders. Can you see if there are any clues nearby? I don't think Banzia's sweetheart would leave for no reason. Leave the patient to me. I'm the healer lady of the Alchemy Commission, after all.
Let's start with this area and see if we can find any clues nearby. It looks like Banshia's sweetheart was tracked by the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and had to switch location. I should go and tell Banshia and Bailu.
What happened? Did you find any clues?
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus already had their eye on this place. I just hope he's okay. Let's keep walking.
No way. Do you know how bad your condition is? Don't worry. I'll find Young Mu and treat him. Send Banxia back to the apothecary in Starskip Haven.
No. I know exactly how bad my condition is. That's why I've changed my mind. I want to see him one last time. You'll help me, right? I have a favor to ask you. You've seen for yourself how dangerous the Mara Struck can be. If the time comes, please protect the Dragon Lady. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you say that.
Of a lot of disciples in the area just now.
Stream forth, gleam of old.
Lady Bailu, I can't go on anymore.
He's waiting for us here. Did he hide somewhere else?
Lady Bailu, watch out!
There you are. Z clearly failed then. Oh, and if it isn't the Dragon Lady, trying to make up for past sins, are we?
Blah, blah, blah. I've heard enough out of you already. If it's a beating you want, allow me to do the honors.
I'll deal with you in a moment, little girl. Men, take the traitor and make sure you get the list from her. Where is everyone? Seize them!
Are you giving me an order?
You!
Karmic atonement.
A Ten Lords Commission judge?
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break.
This Ten Lords Commission judge packs a punch. But Bancia, you...
Shh. If she notices my symptoms, she won't hesitate.
Why are the disciples of Sanctus Medicus pursuing you? I only see two of you in Alchemy Commission attire. You, girl, raise your head. You have a wandering look in your eyes. A Mara-struck look, perhaps?
Help us, Miss Judge! We only just managed to escape before the delves were locked down. Those evil men have been chasing us. This nurse is so scared she can barely stand.
Madame Shui, the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been found in the southwest of Cloudford.
This place isn't secure. You should leave immediately. Soldiers, see them on their way.
That's the strangest judge I've ever come across. Bancia, are you all right?
I made it this far. I won't go back without seeing him one last time.
Let's go this way and see if we can avoid those cloud knights. There are Cloud Knights and disciples of Sanctus Medicus over there.
We don't have time for them.
There are armed villains up ahead. If you're not on duty here, return to the city for your own safety.
He's right behind that door. We're almost there.
But there are Cloud Knights stationed there. Wait, I have an idea. We don't have time for storytelling. Didn't we pass some soldiers resting on the way over here? You know, the place where the Cloud Knights and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus fought. You said it, not me. A spot of emergency treatment in exchange for some armor. Sounds fair to me.
Let's do what Lady Bailu suggested. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Just tell them your soldiers guiding me back to the Alchemy Commission. They won't know any better.
Halt!
What's with the kid?
Surely, you know the healer lady of Alchemy Commission.
She does have horns and a tail. I heard the Dragon Lady likes to sneak away from the Commission, but I never thought I'd have the honor of seeing her in person.
No! I haven't finished playing yet! I don't want to go back to the Alchemy Commission!
Is the nearest harbor up ahead?
That's right. You don't seem very well, soldier. We have a military doctor up ahead.
Don't worry. I have the Dragon Lady with me.
I still want to play! I'm hungry! Don't take me back! I don't want to go back! I'm not going back!
Access granted. Good work, soldiers.
Thank you.
How was that? Wasn't my acting amazing? Let me tell you, a performance like that requires a lot of temper tantrum practice. Uh-huh. By the way, what's taking Bansia so long?
Why can't I take off my helmet? Why is my voice like this? Can you help me check? It feels like something's caught.
But she still has the senses.
Lady Viola, is this a result of your healing? Thank you. If it weren't for you,
Don't thank me. It's my fault. I couldn't preserve you the way you were.
You can't cure someone stricken with Mara. It's already a miracle that I still have my senses. That I can talk to you. Hey. Do you still remember what I said earlier? If the time comes... Let's go. While I still have my senses. Wait. I feel a bit dizzy.
What should I do? Serious imbalances of yin and yang? Cold and heat?
I just need a rest. Lady Bailu, don't forget our deal.
Stop calling it a deal! I made a promise. I'll heal him. Don't worry.
I'm so sorry. It's because of me that all of you are in danger.
Enough talk. Here, I'll pour the medicine through the helmet.
Thank you, Lady Bailu. But I can't feel the gap between my skin and the helmet anymore.
We've arrived. Is he not here either?
He's cautious by nature. Do you remember his note? He told me to come alone.
But you already...
He won't show himself if you're here. I'll call out to him. Please, you two, find somewhere to hide. Remember our promise.
I remember.
Let's go.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blue.
Leon, no!
Monster!
Leon! No!
Help!
Oh no! Let's hurry over!
I can't hold on any longer. Do it. Don't forget
The promise.
I sense a storm. Heaven sent. Rise!
I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy? Time for a shot.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
The strength.
Do you think she saw him one last time? Grown-ups are complicated, huh? Let's keep heading in this direction until we find him.
Are you from the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Or the Ten Lords Commission? Don't touch me! I didn't do anything!
That's right. I'm here to heal you.
You're finally here. First, I was being chased by the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Then I ran into the Cloud Knights. Then I thought I heard Banshia's voice, but I ran straight into a monster. What a day. But if Banshia sent you, then where is she? Isn't she with you?
What do you think? Should we tell him the truth?
What? That monster armed to the teeth? That was Banshia? You're lying.
It's true. She had to disguise herself in order to meet you.
How is that possible? Could you take me there? Just to confirm.
This is Bansha? This hideous creature?
Hey! I know you're probably in shock, but...
She changed out of her original clothes, right? There's no point in searching the body then. Did she give you any secret boxes or letters?
Search? For what?
You don't know? She left me with nothing! Was she playing me this whole time? A list of the names of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. With that list, I'd be able to blackmail the disciples into giving me the elixir of immortality. Or I could submit the list to the Cloud Knights to avoid banishment from the Xianzhou. That woman promised me countless times. In the end, I finally trusted her. I genuinely thought she'd offer me change. But in the end, she failed at the most important hurdle. Or maybe she failed from the very beginning. She probably lied to you too. Are you the type of people that help someone who tricked you? I don't think so. Sweetheart? That was her wishful thinking. I wasn't interested in the slightest. No way. You thought so too?
Heal.
What?
Let me heal you, so I never have to lay eyes on you again!
Huh?
Great idea! Seeing as I'm due to heal him anyway, do your worst!
Wait! What are you doing?
I'm so furious! I healed him. But for the next 30 years, he'll hiccup uncontrollably every day. What? He deserved it. That's the price he paid for my lenience, and it still wasn't enough. Anyway, you know any good hiding places? I'm still on the run. Express? What's that? The Xianzhou is still in a mess. I better stay in Starskiff Haven for the time being. I'm sure there'll be fevers and headaches to take care of before long. Bansha asked me if I like treating people. Like I said, it's as easy as eating and drinking for me. I don't like or dislike it. But this whole incident has made me wish I knew more about the Mara struck. Thank you. Maybe meet again at the food stalls of Starskiff Haven.